Hi Flosstube, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm the Lancashire Stitcher. Today is Saturday the 2nd of March 2024 and this is Flosstube number 91. If you're new here, welcome. It's a channel mainly about cross stitch, but I do include other crafts and I also talk about travels and walks I've been on recently. If you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to be chatting with you all again. Before I start with my stitching, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. This here on my face. If you see any marks, it's not blood, it's pen. I went in for surgery on Monday and under local anaesthetic, and the consultant decided that she couldn't do it all then. She wasn't sure if she got all the tumour out. I've had a BCC removed, basal cell carcinoma, which is a non-malignant skin cancer. So she's decided she couldn't decide whether she got it all out, so she sent it off for check-in, and I've got this temporary dressing stapled to my face. And then I'm going to go back in either Thursday next week or Monday the week after. So I've got to live with this until then. Yeah, I've been wearing face masks outside, and yeah, it's been interesting, and it's been not been a week yet. So in the words of Baz Luhrmann in his song Everybody's Free, if I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. I know I've got a syndrome that I'm predisposed to get these BCCs, but anybody can get them, so wear sunscreen. I put factor 50 on whenever I go out in the sun. It doesn't have to be hot, the sun just needs to be shining, and yeah, you're getting those rays and you can get this, and it's not pleasant getting them removed, especially near your nose. So yeah, so there we go. Right, so now I've discussed that. Yeah, I can't really lift my lip up very much. The swelling's gone down. It did swell up a bit. I couldn't open my mouth very well earlier in the week, but it has gone down. It's just yeah, it's just in the way. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. I did debate whether to do this video, and I just thought, yeah, let's do it. Let's do a bit of raising awareness about these things. It's people, because somebody said, oh, it's nothing to have one of them cut off, and it depends where it is and how big it is, because you might only see a tiny bit on the top of your skin, but it's like an iceberg. You're only seeing the tip. It's bigger under the skin, and they cut a big chunk of skin off. So yeah, she might have to reconstruct my nose, which is why I need to go back in and have a general anaesthetic. I went for my pre-op yesterday. So yeah. Okay, let's get on to stitching. I've had a new start. As you know, I'm doing stockings for my grandchildren. I started Christian's stocking. This is for my youngest grandchild. So I started this last Sunday. I've started this one and not the one for Skylar, who's my next youngest grandchild, because Skylar's stocking is one of my letters of the month pieces, and I'm not due to start it until May. So I thought I'll start this one of a Sunday stocking sale, and then when May comes around, I'll put this one down and do Skylar's. And then when that's finished, I go back to this one. So, where am I putting these? Let's put them... I'll put them there. So, that's what I've got done so far. Pardon me. Yeah, this is being stitched on 18 count Flober by Zweigart using the called for DMC Pearl 5 cotton. So yeah, I'm going to show you the cottons. I got these. I bought these and the ones for Skylar's stocking. I bought them from Wool Warehouse, which isn't the place you'd think of for pearl cotton. But yeah, so yeah, there's some nice colours, and I've put them on thread keeps. So yeah, the ones in the bags, the ones I've used on stockings before, and I used to just keep them in bags, so I've just left them in there. But yeah, some lovely colours, pinks and blues and purple. So yeah, so Wool Warehouse is the place to get those. So yeah, and then whips. First whip, as usual, is my dragon, and there he is. So this time, I always do the wrong side. We've gone on to this page where it's just words. This last week, I've only stitched on him 2 days because of my surgery. I had 2 days where I just stayed in bed in the morning. I didn't get up with my husband. And then there was the day of the surgery, which I wasn't in any frame of mind to do any stitching. So yeah, so there he is. This is 25 count Easy Guide fabric by Zweigart, and I'm stitching full cross 1/1. That's my dragon. And then my next one, I'm behind with this, and I've not got the picture of this. I'll have to put a picture up for this one. I don't know what I've done with my pictures. They're about somewhere in here, but I can't remember where I put them. So yeah, this is Daisy Offerings by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Sandra Cook. I am behind on it. I have stitched on it a couple of days this week, and I did do extra stitches, but not enough to catch up with the days I've missed. So I do need to do a bit of extra stitching on this over the next week. So yeah, I'm stitching this as part of Year of Full Coverage by Coffee Break Stitches on Zoom. So yeah, that's that one. That fabric is 25 count Easy Guide by DMC, and I'm doing 1/1 full cross. Okay, my next one is Valentine Bird by Heart in Hand. Stitching this as part of the Letters of the Month Sal. So yeah, I don't think they're going to stay there, but we'll try. Stitching this on a piece of, I think it's 32 count, vintage country mocha, and that's my progress. So I wanted to do more on this, but this last month hasn't been the best. I've not got as much stitching done as I'd like to have, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up in future. So yeah, that's vintage Valentine Bird by Heart in Hand. So yeah. And then my next one, I'll have to put a picture on of what it looks like when it's finished. This is Let's Go by NoobXStitch, and that is what I got done. This is 40 count white even weave. So yeah, I'm doing it 1/2 for this one. So I've got that It's Too Hot row done and started on the next row underneath. So yeah, I did stitch on this last week, and I was in Newcastle last weekend, which I'll talk about later, and I was stitching on it on Sunday when I knew I was having my surgery on Monday, and my head just wasn't in it. Yeah, so yeah. My next one is Let's Go is another Letters of the Month piece. That was my second one for February. So my next whip is Twas the Night by Hillis Designs. There we go. And I'm stitching this on 28 count Fairy Dreams Brittany Lugana by Paul Stitches, and that is my progress. So I did this in Newcastle too. I just basically did that row, not even a mouse. So yeah, progress is progress, as everybody says. That's that one. And then my next one is Yonder by Hello from Liz Mathews. I do like this design. You can turn him around. And I'm happy with what I've got done on this, because I've been stitching on this week. Well, I've not been 100%, and that's my progress. So I've done the black around the outside with the letters ESW, and I started that hill there, and I finished the brown line on this row. So yeah, happy with that. This fabric is 32 count dirty Belfast linen. So yeah, I do like that design. Hopefully it'll be or at least nearly a finish next time. I'll probably carry on stitching on it until I finish it when it gets pulled again. And my last one, my last whip. There's my see, I've just found my pictures. They're under my whips. My last one is Princess Elliana by Mirabilia. For some reason, I don't like stitching on this. I just can't get into it, and I've only done a little bit. I think it's because of all the colours in it. I don't know what it is. Basically, I've done this yellow, and it goes all the way around. That's all I did on it. This fabric is 32 count Abyss Murano Regana by Pole Stitches. But yeah, there we go. I don't know what it is about it. You know, I love it when I see people's progress pictures and when they've finished it. I love it, and then I try stitching on it, and yeah, I just can't get into it at all. I don't know why. No idea why. Right, so there are my cross stitching whips. So next I've got some crochet. I started a new thing, as you do. When I went to Brighouse the other week to the Yorkshire Stitching Retreats there, there were a couple of ladies who were crocheting, and they were doing one of these. It's a virus shawl. The pattern's on Ravelry. I'll put a link down below. It is one that you pay for. And I wanted to do it. And anyway, so I came home, and I had this ball of yarn at home. I've had it quite a long time, and I'd started crocheting the shawl because there's patterns on the side. There's crocheted and knitted, so I started doing that, and I hadn't liked it, and it just got stuck on my trolley. I have one of those 3-tier trolley things downstairs where I stitch, and it just got stuck on there. And then a couple of weeks ago, I'd sorted my trolley out because it got a mess, so you do. And I found this yarn, so I pulled the scarf back because I thought, I'm not going to finish it, I'll pull it back. And then, Jane and Jenny, who were doing these scarves, were using really nice ombre yarn. So I thought, well, I want to start it now. So I got this ball out and started doing it. So I'm going to make sure it's not tied up. So this is my progress. So it goes from grey to pink, and then it goes to black. And black will be on the outside. So that way, there we go. So yeah, it looks really nice there on the camera. Basically what it does, it goes from grey, and then it gets there's 4 strands in the yarn, and it's not twisted or anything. And then you get 1 strand of pink, 2 strands of pink, 3 strands of pink, and then where I am now, it's on all pink. And then in a bit, it'll go to 1 strand of black, 2 strands of black, 3 strands of black, and so on, till you get just black. So yeah, it looks really nice. I like the colour there. So yeah. So it does look nicer on the kit. I took a picture of it and put it on Instagram when I first started it, and it looked really nice. And then, yeah, in real life it's a bit like weird, but yeah, you can see I've got the thread there. That thread will get sewn in, but yeah, just like that. I love the colour. But yeah, that's my crochet. So, and then I've got another ball of yarn that I'll show you when I show my stash enhancement in a few minutes. So that's my crochet. Right, shall we do the giveaway? So, in my last video, I had this giveaway, which is a song by Shepherd's Bush, and you had to say the word song, and the winner is Arlene Curry. So congratulations, Arlene. If you want to email me, message me, whatever, if you've already filled in my Happy Mail form, just let me know and I'll check it. But yeah, and I'll send me your address if not, and I'll get it in the post to you as soon as I can. I know I have got a little backlog because of things that have been going on this month, last month, February. I do have a bit of a backlog for giveaways, but they are going to get in the post. I will get them in the post. So yeah, it's just been, February just flew like that. Like different things going on, like with my feet and my face, and yeah. But you know, we're now in March. Okay, right. Stash enhancement. Well, where do I start with all this? I'll start with the yarn. So, as I said, I was enabled by Jane to get some of this yarn. It's by Fantasy Yarns. They're online. I'll put a link down below to them. I know they're on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, and then this. Look at that. Look at that colour. That's gorgeous. I was looking at the purple. There's one that's purple. But then when I saw it in real life, because Jane had a couple of them, this one and another one, I didn't really like it. It was quite dull, where this is really nice and bright, proper autumn colours. I think it's called Sunset, I think. But yeah, if you look on the website, it's there. And I've got cotton and acrylic. It's 50% cotton, 50% acrylic, and this is four ply. Can't think what I'm doing, and I got 1,000 meters, so I can make a nice big scarf with that. 4 threads, yeah. So yeah, so I just love that. So yeah, so that's that. And then let's do these next. I ordered a couple of charts from Create Nostalgia. I wanted a berry. I've got berry designs in my drawers, but I'd seen this one, and I think it was Jane again who'd shown it. Somebody showed it, and I just decided to get this, and it's Naughty or Nice by Erica Michaels. I'm going to do one of the berries. I'm thinking that one, the one that says nice in big, and then naughty's over one, I think. But yeah, sorry about the glare on there. I'm stitching this this month as part of my acrostic. If you saw my little video I put on, I've picked this one for the letter E for Erica Michaels. So yeah, and then of course I couldn't have it travelling alone, so I also ordered this, Keeping Watch. It's another one in the series, like my 3 Wise Men that I've got, that I didn't manage to stitch on last month. So yeah, I ordered this, and you get a couple of beads and a little. There's like a charm at the bottom there. You get that. So yeah, dinging. Doing too much talking, obviously. So they're my 2 charts from Create Nostalgia. And then, as I said, I went to Newcastle last weekend, and I got quite a lot of stuff. I'm going to have to do this a quick one. This is a special Northeast Stitcher Quaker, designed by Atomic Designs. I'll put a link down below. I'm just going to flash it. There we go. And so yeah, that's a chart. You just put a £2 donation for the centre where they held the retreat. And then there was a D-stash table, and I got this, which is Angel of Healing by Lavender and Lace. And I also got this thimble, Home Sweet Home thimble purse. There we go. It came with the little thing for the purse as well, the metal bit. I got Welcome All Hearts Home by Plum Street Samplers, which is that one. And then Sew Sisters by Plum Street Samplers. So they were all on the D-stash table. And I also got 2 pieces of fabric. This one is Dove Grey, 28 count Jobelan fabric. It's like a nice grey, which I'm thinking I might do my berry on. The Naughty or Nice berry. And then there's this one, which is a nice pink, which is 28 count Honeysuckle Pink Jobelan. Okay. So they were all on the D-stash. And then the Love of Needle Minders was there, Lindsay. I'm going to try and do this without it. There we go. And I always go mad for needle minders, so I bought 8 altogether. So these are the first ones. So it's 2 people outside. Crazy cat lady. This one says be humble, be true, be wild, be you. And then we've got a basket of knitting yarn. So they're the first 4. And then these 4. So we've got a little owl over here. And then we've got a little cup with a gingerbread man in it and a nice little snowman on the cup. This one says kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. And it's like honeycomb. And then this one says that's what I do. I cross stitch and I know things. So yeah, I got those. So yeah, there we go. So they're my needle minders. And then Tracy was there from Tracy Ann Designs, who makes the bags. And I got this Art Keeper. Lovely Christmassy sparkly fabric. It's a padded one as well. It's got a slight padding to it. This is already being used. I got this one. This is a bits and bobs bag. And I'm using it for my knitting stuff, and it's got a little gift charm on it. And then I got this one. A nice little pumpkin one, purple of course. And that has some, it's like a little berry charm on it. Is it acorns? Acorns, they're acorns when I look at it properly. Little acorn charm. It's so pretty. And then I got this one. This is a lovely one. Christmassy feel to it, winter. And this has a snowflake charm on it. And then this one is for my daughter Sammy. She asked me to get her a bag. And this is a nice Christmas bag, one of the bigger ones. Yeah. And then this one's got a lovely little Santa hat charm on it. So yeah. So they're all my bags. I think that's all my stash. Yeah, but I am away again next weekend. I'm going to the Yorkshire Stitching Retreats, March retreat. So yeah. I'll be buying more. So yeah. So that's all my stash. So yeah. Newcastle. So last weekend I went to Newcastle. It was a North East Stitchers retreat. It was one of these where you just pay for the retreat and you're just there from 10:30 till 5, and then you go and stay in a hotel of your own choosing, and then you go back the day after and then go home. So basically I drove up on Saturday morning, and then a lot of the Yorkshire Stitchers were there, so I was sat with them, and then we stitched a lovely gorgeous buffet for lunch. There was lots of treats, you know, like cakes and sweets and drinks and things to have. Better than me. And then at that night we all went to a lot of us were staying in the same hotel. We went to the pub across the road and had our evening meal. And then I went back to my room and did some of my crochet on the virus shawl, because that's all I've crocheted on in the last 2 weeks. And then the day after we went back. It was in a Territorial Army base, and we had this big room, so it was really nice. We went back to stitch, and then I think it was about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I set off home because yeah, I was just starting getting a bit stressed about my surgery. But yeah, it was a lovely weekend. It was lovely to meet Tracy and Lindsay again, and Nadine and everybody else. A lot of who I'm going to see again next week. So yeah. But yeah, it's a lovely weekend. I didn't do a walk like I did last time when I went up there, because I stayed in a different hotel last time and I was on my own. And in the morning I got up and had breakfast, and then I just went for a nice walk along the river. Where this time we were further away from the river, and then I met up with a friend for breakfast in the morning. and then I went back up to the room, packed my stuff, and then went to the retreat. So yeah, so it was lovely. I'm probably going to go again whenever the next one is. I'll put links down below to the Northeast Stitchers group on Facebook, so if anybody's interested in going to it. I mean, it is a lovely weekend. Next weekend I'm going to Yorkshire Stitchers Retreat, which is over towards Leeds, I think. So yeah, there's a couple of shops going to be there. I know Hawkins Hobbies is going to be there, and Marnie's Mixed Bag. I think there's a couple of others, but I'm not sure. I'll tell you about it on the next video. Tomorrow it's the Coach Ramble. I'm going because I organise it, and I'll just be sat here stressing about it if I don't go. But I'm not going to do the walks, mainly because of this, but also because of my feet. Originally I was planning on doing a 4-mile walk. The shorter walk, you can have it where it's just 4 miles, you go so far and then go back. But because of this, I don't really want to risk getting this wet. I've not to get it wet or dirty or anything, so I don't want to risk that. So what I'm going to do, because we're parking up outside the train station in Ilkley, I'm going to get the train into Leeds and have a look around Leeds, because I've never been to Leeds, never. It's only just down the, it's not that far down the road, and I've never been, which, it seems a bit silly when I've been all over the place. But yeah, I'm going to have a couple of hours in Leeds and then get the train back to Ilkley well before the coach is due to come back, and then I get to have a quick look round Ilkley as well, because I have been to Ilkley before. So yeah, so hopefully that should be a nice day. Obviously I'll be wearing a face mask, but yeah. So yeah, so I should have a nice day out. I know the weather's rubbish today, it's raining. It was frosty when I got up this morning, but it's rained since, so yeah, we're all a bit weird weather at the moment. So, but if I'm going to Leeds, it won't really matter, because I'm sure there's plenty of places I can go inside and sit and relax. So yeah. So yeah, so my next video is going to be the 16th or 17th of March. I'm not sure which one yet. I don't know what I'll be doing that weekend. It depends on my surgery. I'm hoping the surgery's on the Monday, not on Thursday. If it's on Thursday this week, it means I'm going to the retreat just after I've had surgery. But I've already arranged that if that's the case, my husband's going to drive me to the retreat, and then he'll come back and pick me up on Sunday, which isn't the best ideal outcome, but that I'm not going to drive all that way after I've had a general anaesthetic. But like I say, if it's on the Monday, it's not too bad. Yeah, I'll have this on my face for the weekend, but not the best. This is what it's like. Oh dear me. So yeah, so I think that's about it for now. I'm sure there was something else I was meant to be talking about, but I can't remember. But yeah, so happy stitching, take care of yourselves, those you love, be kind always, wear sunscreen, that's going to be my new thing, wear sunscreen, and bye for now.